Hello, I'm Beth. I'm a psychologist and a yoga teacher, and this is another offering in my series of mindfulness meditation videos, which are generally under 10 minutes long. So this week I've been using a book for inspiration on the themes that I've been doing. It's this book here, Just One Thing, by Dr. Rick Hanson. Dr. Hanson is a fellow psychologist. He also teaches or is offering in the areas of Buddhist meditation. Highly recommend his books. So today I'm going to be talking about the concept of what he calls taking the good, and that's from chapter 2. This is something I frequently use with my therapy students, the idea of seeing the good, see the good, notice the good in our lives. Remember, noticing is the most important part of mindful meditation. It's drawing our attention to something with purpose. In this case, the good things in life. Now, this might sound really odd or difficult when so many things in life right now seem bad. We're in the middle of a current crisis. And yet, the idea of taking in or seeing the good is the idea that good and bad things always exist together in life. As a human race, we are so good, so adept at seeing the negative. And what Dr. Hansen says in his opening to the chapter is scientists believe that your brain has a built-in negativity bias. Now, at one point in our evolution, this was actually helpful. The silly analogy I use with my therapy clients is if you went into a cave and there was a bear in the cave, you had to learn pretty quickly that not to go in that same cave again. You learned the negative aspect, and that was really important for your survival. Today, it's not so important for our survival to hold on to the negative, at least not the way that we do. The other analogy that Dr. Hansen uses that I really love is he says, in effect, the brain is like Velcro for negative experiences, but Teflon for positive ones. So the negative things, they latch right on. We remember them forever. And yet the positive ones, they're there, but they slide right off. We don't remember those as easily. And unfortunately, our brain strengthens based on what we pay attention to. The neural pathways in our brain actually strengthen. So if all we're paying attention to is the negative, those pathways in the brain are going to become the ones that are really strong. So we want to look for ways to redirect our attention to the good things that are already there. So Dr. Hansen gives a few simple steps to do this. I'm going to briefly review what those steps involve, and then we'll spend a little time looking at something good in our own lives using these steps. So the first step is look for positive facts, good facts, and turn them into experiences. So that means that good facts are ordinary and often minor. The sun is shining. Someone gives you a compliment. You're wearing a shirt that feels really comfortable. Really simple, actual facts. Turning them into experiences, I'm reading from Dr. Hansen, let yourself feel good about it. So often a good thing happens, like flowers are blooming, someone is nice, a goal's been attained, and you know it, but you don't feel it. So this is really letting your body feel the experience. And this moves into step 2, which is really enjoy the experience. He says, soften and open up around the experience. Let it fill your mind. Give over to it in your body. From a meditative perspective, this is a kind of concentration practice for a dozen seconds or more in which you become absorbed in the positive experience. So you will really allow yourself to notice, to pay attention to feel it. And then the last part of this is really feeling it inside in your body. And what he says is intend and sense that good experience is sinking into you. You can do it by feeling sort of a warm glow in your body. You can feel the changes that your body experiences. Maybe you feel a sense of it in your awareness. Maybe you notice that your fingers are tingly, but you allow that experience to sink in. So let's take a few moments to practice this. First, call to mind something that positive that's happened to you, maybe earlier today, maybe yesterday. Really simple, does not have to be a big thing. Something that was really simple. It might be that you had a yummy cookie. It could be, as I said, maybe you're working from home and you got to work in your pajamas all day. You felt really comfortable. Maybe you had a shower and you felt really good under the hot water. Whatever it is, as you settle into your chair, settle into a comfortable position, you can close your eyes if you wish or allow them to just cast down. First, call to mind what that experience was. You had that experience. What was it? Just the facts of the experience to start. And then what do you notice about that experience? What do you remember from it? Did you see a flower that made you smile? Were you out for a walk and you noticed some of the chalk art on the sidewalk while you were out? And start to remember in that experience, whatever it was, what kind of feelings it gave you. And that might be an actual physical reaction in your body, like you smiled. It might have been a warm feeling in the pit of your stomach. It might have been something you related to someone else. You then went on and shared that experience with someone else because it stood out to you and it was meaningful. As you think about that experience, those thoughts, the reactions you had in your body, your mind will likely wander away. Perhaps wandering to more neutral things like, what are you going to make for dinner? What are you going to do after this exercise? Perhaps wandering away to more difficult or negative things. What's going on in the world? Someone you care about who's sick. Know that that is normal for your mind to wander. And also know that your mind is really good at that. You don't have to give your mind assistance in picking out the negative things. Our brains are excellent at doing that. Give your mind a little push to redirect it, a really gentle push to redirect it back toward the good thing that you were staying with. And see if you can stay with it for, another 15 seconds or so. We're doing just one experience today. If a second experience, a second positive or good thing pops into your mind as we're doing this exercise, go right ahead and focus on that for another 15 minutes or so. And then maybe start to think about how you would like to move forward with this strategy or skill. How would you like to practice? Sometimes people record things in a journal or reflect on them before they go to bed. Sometimes it's given the name of a what went well exercise. Just as you lie in bed, think of 3 things that went well that day. Again, your brain will automatically go to the negative. That's normal. Can you pick out even one thing, 1 to 3 things that went well? Or maybe the first time you wake up the next day. Can you pick out 1 to 3 things that went well the day before? And then moving forward, the times you do catch yourself noticing something good, and you'll catch yourself noticing the beautiful supermoon or something else in nature or a great interaction with a loved one. Remember to allow yourself that short bit of time, 15, 30 seconds, to have that sink in, to feel it in your body, and to see the good. Thank you so much for joining me today. my goal in all this crisis is to help with this aspect of seeing good. And amidst all the bad, I hope to have given you a little slice of something good today. Take care and stay well.